Stellingwood arrived at the mansion as the sun began to set. The house stood on a hill, overlooking a desolate, windswept landscape. It was an imposing structure with dark, brooding towers and empty windows that seemed to watch her every move. Stelling shivered, a sudden chill running down her spine, despite the desert heat. She pushed open the heavy oak doors and stepped inside. The air was stale and thick with the scent of decay. Dust motes danced in the faint light filtering through grimy windows. She walked across the dusty marble floor, her footsteps echoing in the silence. Despite the mansion's eerie atmosphere, Stelling felt a strange sense of peace. This was her chance for a new beginning, a chance to escape the ghosts of her past. Stelling had bought the mansion for a pittance at an auction. It had been empty for decades, its previous owner, a reclusive artist named Julian Blackwood, having died under mysterious circumstances. The locals whispered tales of Blackwood's madness, of how he had murdered his entire family within the mansion's walls before taking his own life. But Stelling dismissed these stories as mere superstition. She didn't believe in ghosts, or so she told herself. Days turned into nights. Stelling busied herself with unpacking and trying to restore some semblance of order to the chaotic mansion. She discovered a grand ballroom with a magnificent chandelier that lay shattered on the floor, its crystals sparkling like scattered diamonds. There was a library with dusty shelves that still held the remnants of Blackwood's vast collection of books. One evening, while exploring the attic, Stelling stumbled upon a locked wooden chest hidden beneath a pile of old canvases. She managed to pry it open, her heart pounding with anticipation. Inside, she found stacks of Blackwood's paintings, their colors still vibrant despite the passage of time. As she flipped through them, she noticed a recurring theme. The paintings were dark and disturbing, filled with grotesque figures and nightmarish landscapes. They seemed to pulsate with a strange energy, reflecting the artist's tortured soul. One painting in particular caught her eye. It depicted a beautiful woman with long flowing hair and terrified eyes. She was tied to a chair, her face contorted in a silent scream. Standing over her, his back to the viewer, was a tall, shadowy figure holding a blood-stained palette knife. Stelling felt a cold shiver run down her spine. The woman in the painting. She looked familiar. That night, Stelling was plagued by vivid nightmares. She dreamt of the woman in the painting, her screams echoing in Stelling's ears. She woke up in a cold sweat, her heart pounding in her chest. She tried to shake off the dream, but the image of the terrified woman lingered in her mind. As the days passed, the nightmares intensified. She began to see fleeting shadows in the corners of her eyes, hear whispers in the dead of night. She tried to rationalize these occurrences, blaming them on stress and lack of sleep. But deep down, a seed of fear had been planted in her heart. One night, while working late in her makeshift studio, Stelling heard a noise from downstairs. It was a soft sound like the tinkling of glass. She cautiously made her way down the grand staircase, her heart pounding in her chest. As she reached the bottom of the stairs, she saw a faint light emanating from the library. The door was slightly ajar, and she could hear the sound of someone moving around inside. Stelling hesitated for a moment, her mind racing. Could it be an intruder, or was it something far more sinister? Please like and subscribe. I appreciate you so much.